What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams. It is a special Tuesday episode as we continue with Power Week, a part of Power Month across the multiverse and across the universe, as I continue to take a look at some of my favorite Mighty Morphin Power Ranger episodes. And today we're going to be discussing the 5-episode arc, Green with Evil, starring Austin St. John, Tweed Train, David Yost, Amy Jo Johnson, Walter Jones, Jason David Frank, Paul Schreier, Jason Narvey, Richard Janelle, and David Fielding. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another more phenomenal episode of Renegades Reviews as I continue to take a look at my favorite Power Rangers episodes. And today we're going to get a look into the 5-episode arc that really brought me into the fandom and solidified me as a fan for many years, Green with Evil. And as our 5-episode arc begins, Tommy Oliver is a new kid in Angel Grove with martial arts skills that rival Jason's. He catches Kimberly's eye. However, Rita Repulsa also sees potential in him. She has her putty patrollers kidnap Tommy and bring him to her lair on the moon. Once there, Rita places a spell on Tommy and turns him into the evil Green Ranger. Using the Dragon Power Coin, Tommy infiltrates the command center, gives Alpha 5 a virus, and destroys most of the control consoles. Zordon attempts to reason with the Green Ranger, but fails and gets cut off from Earth. The Green Ranger then fights the other Power Rangers in a battle, and with the evil space aliens' help, takes the Rangers by surprise while they are in their Megazord. The Rangers retreat to the damaged command center in the Rad Bug, where they restore Alpha, but fail to learn anything about the mysterious Green Ranger. The second part begins with the command center still in disarray from the Green Ranger's attack. Billy and Trini attempt to repair it and Alpha 5, while Tommy returns to Earth and acts cold and rude towards Kimberly. After a successful training exercise on the beach, Rita gives Tommy the Sword of Darkness, which acts as a catalyst to keep him under her spell permanently. The Rangers remain at a loss for a plan, but they devote as much time as they can into making one. Because of that, Jason informs Tommy at school that he will be unable to work out with him later on in the afternoon. Unbeknownst to Jason, the possessed Tommy then teleports him into the dark dimension. Trapped in the dark dimension with no way out, no way of morphing, and no way of contacting his teammates, Jason is forced to face Goldar alone. The third and middle chapter finds Jason continuing to battle Goldar within the dark dimension, and eventually the Green Ranger as well. The Rangers and Alpha are able to lock onto his communicator and teleport him out of the dark dimension. With Zordon still lost and the command center still in shambles, the victory feels empty. Rita then summons Scorpina, a female warrior who's been long buried in a cave with the ability to transform into a monstrous scorpion. The fourth part begins with Rita making Goldar grow and attacking Angel Grove. Meanwhile, the search for Zordon continues, but while the Rangers are out, the Green Ranger sneaks back into the command center and attempts to sabotage it once again. However, this time, Alpha is prepared and captures him briefly in a stasis shield. Rita is able to free the Green Ranger and then uses her magic wand in order to make him grow as well. The Green Ranger then joins Goldar and Scorpina in fighting the Megazord as Rita casts a spell to eclipse the sun and cut off the Megazord's solar power reserves. Although the Power Sword does help to add a boost of energy to the Megazord ends up falling to the trio. The Zords then separate and scatter into a burning hole in the ground. The Rangers retreat in defeat, but learn from Alpha's re-encounter with the Green Ranger his true identity, Tommy Oliver. In the final chapter, Kimberly confronts the evil Tommy in the youth center where he informs her that she and the other Rangers will soon be destroyed. Utilizing his Dragon Dagger's flute mode, the Green Ranger then summons the Dragon Zord from the Angel Grove Bay. It begins to rampage through the city, crushing and blowing up buildings. Zordon's transmission is reestablished within our dimension. The Megazord is recovered and is able to defeat the Dragon Zord. The Green Ranger's Sword of Darkness is destroyed, which frees Tommy from Rita's evil spell. He is disoriented, but he still recalls everything that he did while being evil. The Rangers offer him a place alongside them, and Tommy accepts. The Dragon Zord then forms with the Mastodon, Triceratops, and Saber-toothed Tiger dinosaurs, which creates the Dragon Zord in battle mode. Zordon welcomes Tommy to the team, claiming that the prophecy of the Sixth Ranger has now been fulfilled as the Green with Evil saga comes to its close. There's a few reasons why this 5-episode arc is what really solidified me as a fan of the Power Rangers franchise. Number one, it's Jason David Frank, the man who would play the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Black Dino Ranger, the Red Zeo Ranger, the Red Turbo Ranger, the man who's going to be the legend of the White Dragon. Jason David Frank, there was just something about him, may he rest in peace, that drew me to the television. His look, his attitude, his charisma, the way he seemingly just got Kimberly the minute that he debuted on the television screen. Despite even getting the evil curse on him, the spell, and then obviously having it broken at the end, but just the minute he met Kimberly, she had butterflies for him, and you could see in his eyes that he liked her too. There was just something about Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver, that was just cool. You know, he was the Fonzie of Power Rangers. He was the Dylan McKay of Power Rangers. He was just cool. Then there was the storytelling within this 5-episode arc. And I have made this claim to Jeff, and please sound off in the comments and let me know what you think about this statement. In my humble opinion, if it hadn't been for the Green with Evil saga, this 5-episode arc that I just covered, Power Rangers would not have survived its first season. Period. It was the drama of the Green Ranger saga, the fact that the closest that Rita came to defeating the Rangers was submitting one of their own against them, that really brought the ratings, the drama, and the desire to continue turning in. Because once you get later in the season, then Tommy begins to lose his powers some. Because the Green Ranger is powered by evil. And the later you get into the series, Tommy isn't evil. So the Green Ranger just continues to lose his powers until Zordon and them have to try to zap new powers into the coin, which is only temporary at best. And then come the early part of season 2, the Green Ranger loses his powers completely, which of course is going to set up the episode we're going to talk about tomorrow, White Light, parts 1 and 2. But the drama and the suspense of the Green Ranger, I think, is really what etched Power Rangers into its place in history. Without this 5-episode arc, it would have been dead after its first season. Do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. But again, Jason David Frank is Tommy Oliver, who has gone down in history as arguably being the greatest Power Ranger of all time, which again is something we'll talk about in the episode we'll talk about on Thursday, Forever Red. And then the storytelling here is just, it can't be ignored. So when it comes to my rating for the Green with Evil arc, it should surprise nobody that it gets 5 out of 5 stars for me. What do you guys think? Am I giving it too much credit? Or do you feel like I'm right on the money here? Again, let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. And let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking you guys for in the comments below. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, as I continue going through Power Week and I discuss White Light, parts 1 and 2, starring Austin St. John, Twee Train, David Yost, Amy Jo Johnson, Walter Jones, Jason David Frank, Paul Schreier, Jason Narvi, Richard Janelle, and David Fielding. You don't want to miss out on that. Right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, on Renegades Reviews, as we continue going through this 4-day Power Week, paying homage and tribute to the franchise that celebrated its 30th anniversary yesterday, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Again, you don't want to miss any of it, so make sure you smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Statboy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE watch-along coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, co-workers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of Power Rangers, fans of Jason David Frank, fans of Austin St. John or Walter Jones or David Yost, fans of Amy Jo Johnson or Twee Train. Anybody you can think of that would enjoy this content in this video, share it with them, as it's the only way we're going to keep my visibility up in YouTube's algorithms now that we are in fact a monetized channel right here on the platform. Thank you once again to everybody out there who joined me and tuned in today. It means so much more to me than you guys will ever know. And until we get to, may the power protect you.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.